If there is one thing you should know about me, it's that I love Galmieux. Playmat, Galmieux. Leader cards, Galmieux, both English and Japanese. Hell, PSA 10, look at this. PSA 10 Galmieux, I got that too. High rarity, even up to the swimsuits Galmieux, you know I got it. Look at all this bling, look at it, all the Galmieux. Not even just card games, my freaking fighting game arcade stick is also Galmieux. Look at this, goddamn, shout outs to Craftless, look at this. Whoa. Even my lattes are Galmieux, baby. I love this girl. And at long last, she is finally in Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. The release of set 3 is finally here, and of course the first deck that I had to build and get started with is the Disdain Galmieux Dragon. This is my favorite card of all time. You can watch the stream VOD where I opened 350 packs to exchange for the leader skin. Sadly don't have the alt art yet, but that is a work in progress. So it's been a little while since I've posted a video, very sorry. I was very busy with my PhD and I've been traveling a bunch, going to Singapore and whatnot for work, but today we can sit down and talk about the best girl. So who is Galmieux? What does she do? She is one of the omens, which is like a huge theme inside the Shadowverse world, who basically give trials and then they fight with the champions such as Phylene, who is like her sworn enemy. But basically, Galmieux has this effect, which is usually referred to as disdain, where every time one of your followers takes damage by an effect during your turn, something activates. So when you play her, she gives you her crest, which says once on each of your turns, when an allied follower takes damage but isn't destroyed, you add Fangs of Ardent Destruction to your hand. This is a 0 cost spell. Sorry, I will move myself so you can see the cost of the card. There you go. 0 cost spell that deals 1 damage to all followers, both yours and your opponent's. So this is really good because, you know, you get this to your hand every single turn whenever you do effect damage to your own followers. And then when she takes effect damage during your turn and isn't destroyed, she deals 3 damage to a random enemy follower once per turn. So she helps the board clear, but if you play her on 7, she also gets Storm, meaning she can go to face immediately. So that's just Galmieux on her own. But in the set, they introduce the heirs of the omens, and the leader of them is the Azurifrit. He's a 9 cost 5/7. You can see, goddamn, he looks beautiful, but he has ward, and during your turn, whenever he takes damage but isn't destroyed, he deals 1 damage to the enemy leader, but his fanfare deals 2 damage to all followers, both yours and your opponent's, 3 times. Which procs this effect 3 times as well to deal 3 damage to the enemy leader as well. And if you super evolve him, he fully restores his health, so it goes up to 10, and then does the effect again, but because he's super evolved, he doesn't take the damage, so you pass on an 8/10 with ward while doing 6 damage to your opponent's face. And so then basically, if you keep the spell in your hand until you play the Azurifrit, then you get to do even more damage to the opponent's face too. Another way to enable this is the Ferocious Flame spell, which lets you choose an allied follower and deal it 1 damage, and then you deal 3 damage to a random enemy follower, and if you're an overflow, you also draw a Dragoncraft follower, so it helps you find your additional Galmieux, your Azurifrits, or your Neptune, or your Genesis Dragon as well. And the other Disdain card we play is the Devotee. He's a 2 cost 2/2 that whenever he takes damage but isn't destroyed, you draw a Dragoncraft follower. So this is again quite good because not only can you activate this effect through this like effect damage like spells and whatnot, but you can also do this through battle. So if you like evolve this and trade, then it will also proc. What's also really big is that if you super evolve and trade, you know, normally you don't take damage, but taking 0 damage counts as taking damage, so we'll proc the effect of Galmieux's crest as well, which is very good. But this deck is still ultimately a ramp deck, so we are playing the Dragon Sign. Yes, I did pick up the alt art because I was hoping this one would win, but unfortunately it didn't. We are also playing 2 copies of Liu Feng, who on evolve gains 1 max play point for you, and if you play her when you are in overflow, she evolves automatically, which is pretty good. We do play the Phylene because she has really good synergy with this deck, because you can use Galmieux's token spell to deal 1 damage to everything, and then use the White Frost Whisper to destroy all damaged enemy followers without committing the evolve on the Phylene, which is very good. We do play Neptune because this card is still insane. This is a 7 cost that gives you the crest that whenever an allied marine follower enters the field, you heal 1 to your leader. So this means that this summons 2, and she has ward as well, so that's heal 2. You super evolve, summon 2 more, that's heal 4. You play the Call of the Megalorca, that basically summons another one, and searches a spell so you can summon another one, so that's another heal. This set introduced Ocean Rider, who is a 3 cost 1/1 that summons a Megalorca, or if you're an overflow, summons 2 and gives them ward as well, which also again heals you 1 every time you play one after you've played Neptune. And then I'm also playing a list with Gilnelis in it. So this is a neutral omen, so she is basically a fanfare that gives any follower in the field +2 attack, -2 defense. So if you select a 2/2 with this, you would basically just destroy them. But if you select herself, then she obviously gets attack and she has drain, so she can actually heal back to your leader. But if you play her when both players have 10 max play points, she adds Sweetness of Veracity to your hand, which is a 5-cost spell that deals 5 damage to a random enemy follower and the enemy leader, which is very strong. But the other thing is that if you evolve her, she gives the follower a +2 attack, -2 defense buff as well, which you can give to herself too. So she can basically become a, you know, if you choose, so her fanfare cannot target herself, but you can evolve her, she becomes a 2/5, and then you can target herself, so she becomes a 4/3, so she can drain for 4 on her own. But she can also combine with Galmieux. So for example, you can play her for the 7 to give her Storm, she's a 5/5, then you play Gilnilly's, give her +2, so she becomes a 7/3 that can go face for 7, which is also very good and doesn't need you to commit an evolve point. And then of course, Seasoned Merman, very good card, 5/3/3 that summons 2 Mega Lorcas, and on evolve summons 1 more, just a very strong card in general. Olivia is being played in this list as well. This was one of the lists that I think got Grandmaster already in day 1 or 2. But basically you can fanfare to draw 2, restore 2, and then recover 2 play points, and then super evolve, you choose another follower and super evolve it as well. So if your Gilnilly sticks around, this can be very good in combination because this will drain a bunch. So you get to drain from the Gilnillys, which is quite good. You can combine this with Phylene, of course, with her Bane as well. And then of course we have a bunch of Storm cards. Odin that has Storm as a 4/2 and also banishes something on play, which of course is very, very strong against a lot of matchups. And then we have, of course, Genesis Dragon, 10 cost, 9/10 with Storm. It just basically, if your opponent's at 12 and you reach 10 play points, if you're playing ramp, this just closes out games. So it's always good to have that kind of like danger meter of like, I will win if I get to 10 play points and you are at 12 or below. Before we get into the matches, of course, you can have the QR code if you want to just screenshot this and import this deck into your game yourself. Keep in mind, this is literally like day 1, day 2 meta, so this list is going to change. I've seen lists that don't play Phylene. I've seen lists that play Burnite. I've seen lists that don't play Gilnillys. I've seen people really try out different things. Some people only play like 2 Azuri Fritz. So even I had a different list myself. I can show you here. This Bubetsu one. I had a slightly different list where I played Garyu instead, and I found the Garyu to be really good too, with like 1 fan of Otohime to like give you bigger reach for lethals too. So if you want to try this list, then go ahead and try this one. But I've been finding a bit more success with the first one that I showed you, so we're gonna play that for this one. So let's take a look at some games. I'm very excited because I love Galmieux. Before we get into the games, I am actually going to be publishing a lot of content for this set on this channel. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you are subscribed to Different Fight Beyond, because there'll be a lot more deck guides from this set coming your way. With that, let's get into the games. All right, let's get into a game here and see. Ooh, we're playing a Sword, likely Loot Sword. That is like the big hype right now. Dude, the Galmieux leader, oh, feels so good. It was worth it. It came at a price, but it was worth it. Okay, Azure Frit, Olivia, not so good in the early. Call is pretty good against Sword, just to answer early boards. So I feel like I want to keep it, even though I would normally be like going all in on just like finding ramp options here. But we get the ramp and we have the call, so that's pretty good. And the Azure Frit comes back too. So next turn we can basically just call and see if they can answer, kind of thing. One of these situations. And then if they don't, then we have this to trade into whatever they play here, essentially. I'm assuming they're not going to play point boost into a Valse or something. I guess they are. I guess they are. But that's also fine because they play point boosted for that, so I don't really mind that either. I'd like to keep the Ferocious Flame for later once we're actually in Overflow. I don't mind taking 2 damage here. So I think it's fine to play point boost. We could even Merman next turn as well and just start answering boards. Obviously Merman is better once we can evolve, but I mean, it's also pretty solid in this situation too, especially if it... Ooh, Octress comes down. Okay, that does pose a bit of a threat. Dragon Sign again. Can I ignore this? I don't think so. I'm afraid I cannot ignore this. You can definitely call Ferocious Flame, but that's random, so it'd have to be a 50-50. Is it worth to Dragon Sign? If we don't have Neptune, which is kind of annoying, but we could Dragon Sign, be 7 play points next turn, call, trade this. But then when our Overflow and this finds me a follower, I think that's kind of worth it. It's a pretty risky play because we'll eat 5 damage from the Octress, but the payoff is pretty huge and we get huge tempo gain. We have huge tempo gain from ramping twice. Yeah, they're gonna evolve. I mean, this gives you two weapons, right? So it's definitely worth it. All right, This also means that I can Seasoned Merman evolve and Ferocious Flame to try to find a follower. Optimally Galmieux, that would be very good, but let's see what we find. Most importantly is like, it depends how wide they go. Okay, Sincero for the fuse. Sincero's 6 play points, right? Still like new cards, not used to everything yet. What do you have? Way of the Maid. Ooh. Put something back to deck, draw 2 sword followers. It's pretty good, I guess, because you do get to find like the low cost followers that obviously carry this deck. If we can find Neptune off the top, that'd be so good. That's what I want the most right now. That's not Neptune, but can try to go for Merman here. Merman can trade into this, and then this will be 3 damage to the Octress, and then one of these Orcas can basically trade over it. Wow, you get to see the beautiful Galmieux animation. I love it, dude. Then I think we do Ferocious Flame for the 3 damage. Azurifrit is okay. And then this will trade. The issue is that I really need to see the Neptune soon because... oh, this thing is so good. This guy, the fact that he recovers a play point on evolve is so crazy. So every time he fuses or plays a loot, he deals 3 damage to something, which is so strong. So he gets to evolve. Basically evolve, recover play point, trade into this, and then deal 3 damage from the effect again. Like, crazy card. Absolutely crazy card. Yep. You trade and then just play any loot and then you deal 3 more damage and that clears the board. So strong. Actually ridiculous. Really need to see the Galmieux though. It's like, the Galmieux's 1 damage ping to everything is so important in this matchup. It's pretty ridiculous. Ooh, they have a really big... I think they have the 7 play point, 12 damage turn coming up, so... need to be careful. Ocean Rider is good. It is good, but I'm thinking... Phylene to buff their hand here might actually be very worth it. I might only just go for that. Actually, I can do everything, because this is 2, that's 3, that's 5, that's 8. So I think regardless... we can save the evolve point, basically. Or we set up 2 wards. So this 100% we buff their hand to slow them down. Ocean Rider to set up 2 wards. I guess if I'm going to evolve though, I can evolve the Phylene and then just have her chill on the side. And then this can now trade. And we have a 4/4 just chilling in the back. So that's pretty good. I think buffing their hand was really important that last turn though. Just because it essentially now prevents their Sincero for coming out for... so they can't do the... like, they can't do the Sincero play with the crest because they have 1 play point too little. So, unless they like drew it for turn there, but you saw obviously. Yeah, they're going to just play it for 7. So we shut down the damage ping from the spell. So they're still going to do the remaining damage they usually do. But this way we don't eat the spell. Unless they have another Sincero for next turn. Oh my god, I have triple Azurifrit. That's crazy. Alright, let's see. We're very low on life because we don't have the Neptune. But this Azurifrit will have to hold it down. He has to hold it down. Alright, down to 14. Not enough even with Genesis Dragon. Oh, tentacles! Alright. You can have it. You can have it. If it's tentacles, you can have it. Alright. Okay, here we go. Game against Sword. All right. Let's see. This time it's Mr. Alberto. Going second. I really want to see Galmieux this game. Definitely feels like if you don't see the Galmieux, you are in some amount of trouble. Going second. Ocean Rider doesn't feel that good. Liu Fang's like okay, but only really okay. Especially if this is loot. Might be tough. Guildneys is quite good in this matchup. Guildneys is good in this matchup for answering early boards. But we're trying to see some ramp here. Trying to see some ramp action. Samurai. Okay, we found the Galmieux. That's good. Finding the Galmieux is very good. I think we probably call here. Calling sounds good. Calling sounds pretty good. I don't want to cash in my extra play point just yet. If possible, I want to try to hold for the Galmieux turn. Oh, okay. Double Samurai. They're really just... I feel like you don't want to really do that again in this matchup. We can also do Devotee Ferocious Flame to find us another follower. That's also pretty good. We can save the Guildneys for something else. What do they want to do next turn? I can evolve next turn, so I'm not that worried. Yeah, I guess this is, you know, gets us board clear and gets us the Azurifrit. That's pretty good. It's really important to find Neptune as well. So we don't have any ramp. I mean, I did put back one of my ramp options, but it's not the end of the world either. So let's see what they can do on 4. We're clearing the board very aggressively, so overall I think we're showing a pretty solid game. Ooh, Vals, okay. Interesting. Okay, we found Neptune, that's good. I feel like here play point boosting just to set up the Galmieux crest is good. I think we'll just play the Galmieux, get her crest, evolve her for the trade, and that will give us the spell. So good. Just everything is beautiful. I have nothing to say. Everything is beautiful. All right. So now, turn 5, I'm assuming they're going to probably... I mean, this looks like it's mid-range, right? Yeah, this is just Zirconia. Huh. Okay. I mean, Gilmillies clears this, which is pretty nice. Double Fangs also clears this. Okay, we're not... Okay, what's good is that we survive this turn, and then next turn we basically just... we can ramp into... Playpoint boost into Neptune to start setting up the healing, and then next turn we can even Neptune again if we need to. So that's also good. We don't have any ramp this game, but I also have multiple options where I could do Gilmillies, target this, and then Fang to take out this, or I can do Gilmillies evolve, target this, and then pass on the Gilmillies. But that sounds pretty bad. But I do have to play the Gilmillies, so that doesn't change. I guess Fangs is kind of worth it. So it's basically Fangs, and then the proc of the crest happens, and we get the second Fangs. Now we still pass on this Gilmillies chilling on the board, so I think that's also fine. Like, even though she's a 0-1, she has her own threat of the fact that she has Drain, and she can buff stuff, so that's pretty good. Let's see now. Oh, there's a 2-1 with the boots, the Supplicant with a necklace. It is loot. Didn't look like loot. But now we see Sincero come down. They don't have Octress yet. Are they going to commit the evolve? If they don't, I'm going to go kind of crazy this next turn. Because we're going to be setting up the Neptune. And I can basically Neptune without evolving, which is like crazy strong. Okay, now I need to evolve. That does change things up a little bit. Ferocious Flame is cool, but I think we just Neptune here. I feel like it's worth the Super Evo just because we get to go for a very wide board and it doesn't get completely... I don't know how much do they fuse to the... Okay, rally count we see. Can I see my opponent's fuse count? You used to be able to do that. I don't think we can. All right. It is what it is. All right, I think we still super evolve the Neptune here. And then this will give us... Yeah, that gives us the full clear. It gives us a full board as well. And now they have like Gildaria. I guess Gildaria would be kind of annoying here if they have it. Sincero now is how many? Does it have the 4 types? But also don't mind the Sincero coming out here. Are you 4? Okay, it is 4. Alright, so then they super evolve. They don't get the ping from this. Alright. That's fine. Does this mean... Oh, this Liu Fang is actually quite good because Liu Fang self-evolves and then Ferocious. So Liu Fang is 5. This is 3. That's 1. So this actually does get us the full clear. The only issue is that we are... They're at 8 play points, so we're not at the mercy of Albert yet. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, if I want to save the evolve point, I guess... This is a way to go about it. Is it worth to save the evolve point though? I'm debating. Thing is, I do want to save it for a Zurifrit, but the next time we don't get a Zurifrit either. But this does look like a good board, and it could help you find another follower down the line too. Let's try. Let's try. See what this does. All right, get the 3 damage. Another Neptune. That's pretty good. And then we do Fangs, and then trade. All right, let's see what they got. They're running kind of low on gas. They don't have Octress. But if they have an Albert, that's going to be very scary for next turn. Thing is, I have a Zurifrit for next turn. So I'm also kind of chilling. And then Azurifrit tanks Albert, which is really big. Ooh, Odin. Odin. He's willing to Odin me like that. Thing is, if I Azurifrit here, I do 6. But then my Genesis is only 11. Oh no, I can do 8 because I have double fangs, so it puts me down to 11. Genesis does win as the game. If they have another Odin, that's only 7. They don't have another. No, they could have Blade. Blade goes to face now. Oh, I guess I have to Neptune then. I guess we Neptune and play more defensively. It's kind of lame, but is that necessary though? Does feel like it kind of is. Oh, that's tough. It is quite tough. No, but Neptune loses. Does Neptune lose to Albert? I don't think it does. Wow, there's so many things to think about. I guess Neptune is the safest play. I'm not sure if the safest play is the correct play though. That's the issue. For now, we're gonna just do this. For now, we're just gonna do this and see what happens. If we could see a Galmieux again would also be nice. But for now, we have a good board setup. We are not out of Albert range, but if they commit the Albert here, that's also not too bad for me either. Yeah, Zerifra doesn't get... Okay, they do commit the Albert. Okay, do they commit the Super Evolve though? They have to. They actually do have... Okay, they do. All right. We take those. We definitely take those. I mean, he gets a lot of damage into me, but I'm not exactly complaining. We have Odin. 5 is pretty dangerous though, so I feel like we can Neptune. Okay, I'm Neptuning too much, I think. Is there a better play here? Azurifrit would do 6, but then I lose. I'm afraid of like what he's got like lined up after. I feel like with Neptune, it's not a pretty clear either. So I guess Azurifrit might be the better play, and then we like hard evolve this. No, that doesn't feel too good either. Liu Feng is 5. 1, 2, 3. We could technically get that done too. So I'm just like thinking aloud here. I think this might be safer. Let's see what this draws us into. Ooh, wait a second. This is quite good. Because Ferocious Flame gives us exactly enough damage. Okay, Philene is pretty good. This trades, and then I don't want to overdraw, so we'll burn 1 here. Yeah, it's a bit convoluted. We're on 7, so I don't think I outright lose to anything. Even Albert? Even Albert is... We survive on 1. Even with Albert, we survive on 1. And now we can Neptune. And then Ocean Rider. For a lot of very defensive plays. I guess we can technically just Ocean Rider first. Do I lose to another Albert? No, I don't, because this is at 5. Sorry, I'm like really trying to think this out. Do I care about getting a Fangs back? Not really. I would like to heal a bit more, but we don't have any more healing in this hand. Man, this game is tough. This game is really tough. But so far, we've tanked 2 Alberts, only 1 Sincero, but they're running out of loot, I think. So it's kind of working out. I really want to be the one on the offensive sometime soon, though. Okay, 1 Bane. Amalia, that's fine. That's good. We have a big Azurifrit turn here. That's very good. This Azurifrit will be very painful. Devotee. Fangs does a good job as well. Thing is, I could Azurifrit. If I evolve him, he gets +2 in stats, so he can tank 2 more hits. I could also technically do Fangs, Odin Face. Fangs, Odin Face is also pretty good. But then the problem... No, we can do Fangs, Odin, Fangs, Face, so we get a Fangs back. That's also something to think about. We can even get the Devotee down too. Okay, never mind. I see the line. We do Devotee, Fangs, And then Fangs again. And then Odin face. I do die to their last Albert though. Don't like that idea, but so be it, I guess. We do die to their last Albert. We don't die to their Odin though. We survive on one. God, how many times have I survived on one though? It's kind of insane to think about. There's no way to heal here, is there? Dragon Sign try to draw out. A Zerford is really good here, but it's not necessary. Because we can Devotee here and try to draw from that. I kind of want to draw into a healing option if possible. This is so tough. This is so tough. How many Odins have they played? They've played 2 Odin, 2 Albert. Oh my god. So stressful. I think we try to go for the draw option. Another Zerifrit. For now, we just trade out. Phylene, buff the hand. And Dragon Sign. Merman is a bit... maybe I should have drawn first for the Merman. 1 damage. They literally, they just need the dagger, I think. And I lose. This, like, tippy-toe game is so weird. I think I used one of my... Ooh, this is fine. This is quite fine. Genesis doesn't win me the game yet, but we do clear this Vals. We do clear this Vals, which is pretty good. Down to 11. This does put it into Genesis kill range. Yeah, I guess we just bank on Genesis kill range, I guess, right? What is this game, dude? I guess Genesis kill range really is it. Do we bank on this surviving? It seems like it might. Regardless, I lose. Either he gets 1 to face or I die otherwise. So I think this is okay to pass on. I was worried for it's carrying this game. He's doing work. And I'm living with a dream. My one leader defense dream. Actual anime match. What do you have? They still have 1 more Odin, 1 more Albert. This is board clear. But this doesn't give them... They get boots and Goblet. They don't have okay, Goblet to heal the leader for 2. This clears the board. Peppy Scout searches for a 3 drop. That doesn't... Okay, we're good. Gilnelise. Is this anything? Is this Gilnelise anything? She's kind of something, isn't she? Is it time for just Merman? Heal down? Phylene, we can board clear. Phylene board clear with Fangs. Season Merman to heal back up. Genesis is not enough. Oh, this is so stressful. Is this Gilnelise anything? Is she anything? Wait, there is a line. Hold up. This does that. This does this. And then... Do I want the heal here? I don't think I care about the heal too much. Because this is follower and leader. Yeah. I think I do want this heal actually from this. I think we can do Merman here to go a bit wider. And then Phylene, because we're out of Evos, to pass on this. Oh my god, this game. I've healed out of both the Odin and the Albert now. What is this game, dude? I've healed out of both the Albert. Oh, I haven't healed out of Gildaria, though. I mean, Gildaria doesn't kill me, but it clears my board. But Azurfrit can clear their board. Still clears their board. Oh, they didn't trade. They lost out with 1 damage. That 1 damage is very big, by the way. Azurfrit does... We do get a full clear with this, because this is like 2/2, and then we do Fangs for the last one. So I also clear my own board, but that's fine. What is this game? Boom, 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 boom. Boom 1 more time. Then we pass. Oh my god, this game, dude. Luminous Magus, okay? I still have more Zirconia, oh my god. We're still fine. This game is just not ending. I love it. Fangs, White Frost. Gives us full clear. I think it's time to start doing damage though. I think we do damage with this. And pray they don't have anything more. Let's see. Let's see. Can you heal 2 more or can you set up a ward? Otherwise, Genesis is going face. Amelia, what will she find? What will she find? I'm scared, dog. What will... Luminous Magus. Okay, okay, okay. That's like the best case scenario for them. Oh, the boots to trade. Okay. Boots on the floor. I see it. Galmieux. Galmieux, Galmieux, Galmieux. That's big, that's big, that's big. Does this give me full clear though? I don't think it does. Oh. But her... So this trades. Oh, yes, it hit. Oh my god. That was so big. The fact that hit was so huge. You have no idea. All right. Heal, heal. Trade, trade. Fangs keep because we already proc Galmieux this turn. Pass. What is this game, dude? What is this game? I'm down to 10 cards in deck, by the way. I'm going to see my second Genesis soon. This is insane. I can't believe that this deck can last this long. This is the longest game I've ever had with this deck. Actual stamina match. The Genesis is just constantly sitting in my hand waiting. Peppy Scout. Okay, that's fine. Last words Gilded Blade. Oh, only 1 ward? Are you sure about that? Uh-oh, I think we got it, chat. I think we got it. I think we got it. Oh my god. After all this time, we finally have it. This clears. And then this clears again. And paves the way for Genesis Dragon. What a game. That was crazy, dude. That was an absolute insane match. Wow. That actually was like one of the most grindy games I've ever played. I love it. All right, let's see who is next. Ooh, Abyss. This might be the mode Abyss. Going second, they have the Tour de Force. Very nice. As you can see, I won the GP recently. Felt quite happy about that. Very nice stuff. Oh, Dragon Sign in the opening hand. Neptune might be a keep here. Neptune might be a keep. Just because we have ramp. So if we can ramp up quickly, then Neptune will help us stave off the damage. So I feel like she's a keep. Ooh, Devotee is also pretty good. That's quite nice. Okay, so turn 1 pass, turn 2 extra play point into Dragon Sign. Olivia is okay. I'm kind of questioning the Olivia slot, honestly. Like, that's like the one card in this deck that, like, I've had one case where it was like really, really good, where I had like a Gilnelis on board and like managed to super evo that. And it's also really nice with the Devotee. So it's a really good combo with Devotee because you get to proc the follower search effect. Oh, tablet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this Gerald? Is this Gerald.com? Well, we have another ramp, so that's pretty good. We take those. We can, I guess just Galmieux next turn. That's also pretty nice. Definitely not complaining. Okay, they're drawing a card from the tablet. They're down to 10 cards in deck. Grimnir hits the board. Okay. All right. Odin is going to be very nice for later. We can play very aggressively here. All right, let's play the Galmieux. Watch the evolution, the lovely animation, and trade. So we have our fangs, we've got our proc, and now next turn, we can do the Devotee play even. There's a Jerry. All right. Oh, Jerry can destroy her, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Miura Bane. So he changes your last card in the deck that would normally lose you the game if you deck out. It instead becomes a card that wins you the game, which is very nice. I think we get rid of this tablet. I think playing aggressively here is pretty good. We can just get rid of the tablet. Do I even want to proc a fangs? Probably not. I think we just go face, just play aggressively. Next turn, we could even play point boost into a Zurifrit, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I think we just do this. Turn off their draw power a little bit and swing for 6 to face. Very aggressive Evo here. Not the biggest fan of doing this, but I think this game warrants it. So, oh, they're going for the heal. So they're going to heal back 6. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying, dude. Why would you do that? I guess we just Odin again. I guess we can just Odin again then. We can save the Azurifrit for later. I mean, hey, we literally can just Genesis next turn, which is also very good. That's pretty nice, actually, when you think about it. So we're actually preventing them from... So what's the condition for this, right? It's at the end of your turn, discard all cards not named Great Testimony and draw 6 cards. Right. Wow, the heals. Keeps healing like crazy. I feel like I can just go Genesis here. I feel like this is a pretty good turn to just unleash the Genesis. We unleash the Genesis. We could Fangs to even like take out the follower too, which is quite crazy. But I kind of want to save the Fangs for next turn. So I think just Genesis, Super Evo. Maybe not the Super Evo. I think we save the Super Evos. We just Genesis face here. Genesis face pass. Next turn is Zurifrit for like whatever board they put up here. And then we get double Fangs proc. So that's going to be 8 damage, which is very good. And then we just pray to draw into our last source of storm damage. The only problem is if I do double Fangs, then I lose my Devotee proc. Ooh, Marwin-san. Hello. Okay. Okay. This crest is very strong. Super evolves for it too, so looks like he's trying to... Oh, he's gonna Tauren. Okay. He's gonna get the destruction. Okay, well, this is very good for me to Azurifrit, I guess. Because, I mean, we have a total board to take out, so might as well. Boom, boom, boom. And then we get ping, ping, ping. Super evolve. Azurifrit's gonna heal all the way back up. Bing, bing, bing. Damage, damage, damage. And now it comes down to if we can draw into something good. I think we just do 1 Fangs, because then we can Devotee next turn and use the other Fangs without having to evolve. I think pushing them down to 4 is pretty good. Do you have any healing? You have to not attack to heal, right? So I think we'll just pass on this. And then Devotee, try to draw into, specifically into Dragon. So if we draw into the Galmieux, that will actually win us the game. So we'll just see if we can do that. If we can, then we win. And if we don't, then we don't. So be it. Actually, not necessarily if we don't, then we don't. Heal 2. Oh, barrier to leader. You sly dog. You sly dog. They'd have to like not play any followers here in order to prevent my super evolve ping 1. This is the first time I see the barrier to leader actually like how it's animated. It's very nice. This feels like it's way better. Like in the past in old Shadowverse, there would be like a line of text that's like, the next time your leader would take damage, reduce that damage to 0. So I really like that they just kind of like rephrased it. Oh, you had great testimony. Good for you, I guess. All right. Oh, that's just game, right? We just Azurifrit. Thank you, Azurifrit. Good guy. He does his job. Boom, boom, boom. And then this will be 3 pings, and then we have 2 spells in hand. So that's going to be another. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Baby, let's go. That's like your typical win con. You just like, you get like a good source of storm damage and then ping, ping, ping with a Zurifrit, and you get yourself a dub. All right, and that is it for Galmieux Dragon. This is definitely my favorite deck to play right now. There are some cards I'm still questioning and I'm going to be ironing out the list. So I love this deck very much. So you can definitely tune into my streams. I streamed on YouTube for the first time recently, but I mostly stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/differentfight. So definitely check me out over there. But I'll definitely be playing this deck and experimenting with different lists a lot, but also of course covering all the other lists and decks from this set too. But if you want to see more Galmieux action, then definitely let me know in the comments below. With that, that's gonna be it for me today. If you do want to see my pulls from this set and some of my early games, do check out the stream VOD from my first stream on YouTube, where you can see more of that. And also my very painful journey of trying to pull the Galmieux leader.